Yes! Yes! Man, oh man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We needed this. We needed this, bro. The Warriors is not playing against the Lakers. Yes. You know why we needed this, bro? Because I ain't gonna lie, the Warriors versus the Lakers is like a second round, it's like a second rounder, bro. It's not a first rounder. I don't like that. I don't like that. The Lakers versus the Warriors is not. I don't like that matchup whatsoever, bro. I don't. In the beginning of the playoffs, we gonna do LeBron versus Curry. Nah, we can't do that. So it's good that the Warriors is playing in the play-in, which is still bad at the same time because if they lose, they can't lose more than 2 games. You know what I mean? Because I don't want them to play the Thunder. If they play the Thunder, they're gonna get smacked. Probably they're gonna lose. You know what I mean? I feel like the Warriors should beat Grizzlies and they will play the Rockets. You know what I mean? That's a more easier matchup. You feel what I'm saying? Than the Thunder. That's a more easier matchup than the Thunder. You know what I mean? But this was tight, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hats off to the Warriors. This was a tight ass this was tight, bro. Everybody had the same record basically. You know what I mean? One team can't lose. One team lose. The other team drops all the way to the 7th. A team that freaking wins, they all the way to the 3rd. Like it was just all over the place, bro. Legit all over the place. There's 3 teams that have the same record. The Nuggets, the Clippers, and the Lakers. That is crazy. Matter of fact, no. Matter of fact, it's 5 teams. The Warriors and the Grizzlies, they have the same record as well, too. Yo, I've seen a lot of tight stuff, but this is tight, bro. This is really, really tight, bro. But I'm so glad the Warriors is in the play-in, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I don't hate the Warriors. I just don't like the position that they're gonna be in. Playing the Lakers is not good. You know what I mean? At least the Lakers got a little calmer matchup. They playing the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves is not nothing to play with, bro. You can't sit up here playing around with the Timberwolves. They still got hitters in the Timberwolves. I want y'all to know that they still got Julius Randle. He can do his thing. They got Anthony Edwards. They got Rudy Gobert. He could block some shots, play some defense sometimes. You know the Lakers not go. I mean they go do their thing. They gonna beat them, honestly, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna beat them. But honestly, I want the Lakers versus the Grizzlies. But hey, they got the Timberwolves got that 6th spot, which they don't got. They could avoid the play-in. But the Warriors versus the Grizzlies, that's gonna be a tough game for the Warriors. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's gonna be tough. But they can get past them. They can get past the Grizzlies for sure. For sure. The Kings versus the Mavericks, I don't know who the hell's going to win. Probably the Kings going to win. The Kings definitely going to win. It depends if Anthony Davis is playing or whatever. But for sure it's going to be Memphis versus the Mavericks. That's what I'm saying. And I think that Memphis is going to take the 8th spot, the 8th seed. They're going to take the 8th seed. I ain't going to lie. Memphis versus OKC is not a bad first rounder. You know what I mean? That brings me back to the 2012 vibes of OKC when it was going against Memphis. It was Memphis versus OKC, bro. That was back in the old days when Kevin Durant was in OKC.